Good day, everyone. Once again, welcome back to your virtual learning class. So, for today, we will talk about seafoods. All right. So, when was the last time you ate in a seafood restaurant? Did you enjoy the clam soup, the grilled tilapia, and the stuffed pusit? What about the baked tahong, the steamed lapu-lapu, and the steamed alimango? Did you like the seaweed salad that accompanied the grilled seafoods? Now, eating in a seafood restaurant is an experience to remember, especially if you eat very informally without the fanfare of using expensive and fancy dinnerware. All you have are banana leaves laid out on the table with seafood dishes attractively arranged around the mound of java rice. And the family partakes of the food with gusto using only their bare hands. Now, we Filipinos are fortunate to have a country with so many islands. We have been blessed with the abundance of fish, seafoods, and marine resources. Fishing is a major agri-industry, and many families in remote towns and barrios have this as a livelihood. Fishing is usually part of the daily diet of most Filipinos, and preparing fish and other seafood dishes in a variety of ways offers endless possibilities of creating and innovating recipes which have commercial potential. So, at this point of time, let's discuss the definition. What is a seafood? When we say seafood, it is the aquatic animals used as food. They include the marine animals from the sea and those found in other bodies of water or areas near them. There are different types of seafoods and it includes the following. First, we have the vertebrates of fishes which are generally classified as round fish that lives near the sea. For example, we have the cod, haddock, and the whiting. Next, we have the flatfish which includes sole and plaice. And lastly, we have the pelagic fish or ocean fish which are caught in the open seas and it includes fat fish and lean fish oil. Second type of seafood is shellfish. This type contains hard shells outside of their soft tissues and they are classified as crustaceans which include crabs, lobsters, and varieties of shrimps. They have hard protective coverings called chitin armor. This covering is segmented, giving them the power to move and walk. Second, we have the mollusks. They have soft bodies that are soft and unsegmented. These bodies are protected in calcified shells. Some mollusks have two shells and others have one. Those with two shells are called bivalves like tahong or mussel, talaba or oyster, clams, and abalone. One-shell mollusks are called univalves. Some examples of these are all kinds of edible snails or suso. And lastly, we have the invertebrates. These are aquatic animals without backbones. Some examples of these are octopus, squids, and some other related species. Now, let's proceed with the structure, composition, and nutritive value of seafoods. Fish is like a meat with an excellent source of protein. It also contains fat, which is concentrated source of energy. Fish from salt water are good sources of iodine and phosphorus, although low in iron and calcium. Canned fish, however, contains appreciable amount of calcium. A typical fish consists of head, body, tail, and fins. It has about 63% to 65% edible portions, which generally consists of the flesh and skin. The inedible portions that go to waste are approximately 35% to 38% and include the skeleton, the tail, the entails, the fins, and the head. Although some parts of the head and entrails are eaten by some people. Now, the flesh of the fish consists of, first, muscular tissues, which are bundles of white muscle fibers. Next, connective tissues, which are found between muscle fibers and are called mycomata. They contain the protein collagen, which swells and shrinks and becomes soluble. And lastly, fat. Most fish have their fat stored and reserved for energy. Fat content vary with the season and feeds given to them, the size and age of the fish. Fish classification based on their fat content includes fat fish, which contains fat ranging from 5% to 20%, medium fat fish that contains fat ranging from 2% to 5%, and lastly, lean fish, which contains less than 2% of fat. Now, fish deteriorates faster than meat because of bacteria and fish enzymes in the intestinal organs which eat the neighboring flesh of the fish after rigor mortis. Now, let's proceed with the different fish sources and fish culture. Fish are obtained two sources of bodies of water. These include marine fish, and these are fish obtained from salt water, mainly in the sea. Second, we have the aquaculture. This is the process of cultivating some marine fish in man-made fish pens such as the fish pens in Laguna Lake. Bangus or milkfish is cultured in fish pens. Next, we have the inland fish, which are fish that are caught in lakes, rivers, ponds, and other inland bodies of water. Lastly, we have the mariculture, which is culturing fish in bodies of salt water, such as those in coves and shores. Examples are tahong, mussels, and abalones. All right, that's all for now, grade 10. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless.